Hello. Today we're going to be taking a look at how you change glass in a wooden frame. Either it's broken or punctured or whatever reason you might have to change a window in a wooden frame. We're going to see how we do this. Okay, let's go. So here you have your typical wooden frame. Wooden trims on the sides, on the other side, and also at the top. And you have aluminum in the bottom. This particular glass needs to be changed out because it's fogged. You see the seal is broken, so it's fogged and needs changing. So that's what we're going to take a look at. Here's the new glass. See, a brand new one, sealed up nicely. First we got to check the measurements. These here are the measurements for this window in particular, and let's see if they correlate. Super important, more than you would think, to check the measurements. 41.8, yep, that'll be good. We always start by checking our measurements. That's really important. Sorry for the messing around here. I only have one hand. 42, yeah. Here are the tools. This is for scraping paint, but it's also good to take the trim off. Here's a better iron. If it gets tough, probably won't need that. And you don't really need this, but it's good. You'll see how you use it. It's good to have if you have it, but definitely not necessary. Pair of pliers, you're gonna need that. Let's change this one out with that one. That's a little stiffer, still thin, gets in there without marks, and of course your hammer. Here we have the most important stuff. Now let's try to do this. Under these, by the way, there are some plastic clips. They're notorious for breaking when you take them off. So let's see if that happens. Starting on the side. Take the sides off first. You're just having to start on the right side. That's not something you have to do. And then my left. Take this one off. Same procedure. That came off nicely. And then the bottom. Let's see if these break. They normally break. Let's give it a go here. Yeah, like you can see there, they broke. That's typical. Two of them broke. But we have new ones here, so it won't be a problem, but it sucks. It's supposed to look like this. This is how it sits. So you can see there how it's supposed to be. And that's the way it sits on there. We saved that one, probably won't use it though. Now let's move on, take off the top. Same procedure as the sides. Just get that in there and take it off. Again, came off real easy. Now I'm just removing the little shims that are in between the glass. You don't necessarily always need to put these back. These are for transportation before they're in your house, when the window's on trucks and stuff being delivered around the country. The ones on the bottom you always need. So these will be putting back. We'll put back all of them since we have them. These are on the bottom. Now let's see, sometimes it's glued. Nope, this one came off pretty easy. That's nice. You can see here, this here is a DIY job. This glass has been broken at one point and they didn't buy a new one. They just cut a glass and glued on. They cut off the broken part. There, these ones on the bottom we talked about. We're going to be putting these back. And before we put the glass in, we always check around. See. Pull off this off. And we need to check for any nails or anything that are left behind that could break the glass. So you want to look and see that this is nice and clean, which this one is in this case. So that's ready for the glass. Let's put it in. This is when we'll see, yep, measurements are good. Put these back in the bottom. Here's where this tool comes into play. It's good to have, but like I said, definitely don't need this. You can use a lot of things for this. Put these in since we have them. Again, if you're changing this window and it's already in your house, you don't have to mess around with the ones on the side. There's nothing gonna make the glass move from side to side. So we have the ones on the bottom. Those you definitely need, and the other ones that I was talking about. We'll start with the top one when we put these new ones on here. Always start off with the top one. I'm knocking these through. You shouldn't do this. You should use new nails. But I'm just trying to show you what you can do. Just push these through and reuse them. But ideally, you wouldn't use new nails. Here we go. Let's get this one on nice and tight. This is going to withstand rain and stuff. It needs to seal up real good. So you have to really put some pressure on it. There you go. There's the top one done. And now we have the new ones, the ones that broke in the bottom, the clips. I'm going to put these on. Normally you would screw these on. I'm just now hammering them in. But you definitely normally would just screw these on. It makes it easier for you, as you'll see in a minute here, why you shouldn't really use nails. But it works. I've done this a couple of times, so I have some tricks using this little thing. You see here, the nail is down there, which makes it sort of hard. You see in a minute now, the hammer, of course, won't hit that because the hammer will hit the plastic clip first. So I just use this, keep it on the nail, pound that with the hammer, and you get them back down. And now it's time for the bottom one. Use the bottom of your hammer to get this on, not to leave marks. And listen, you want that sound. Oh, there you go. Yep. Now it's time for the side. See how nice and clean it is up and down is dirty. The clean side up always. And again, press this down good. This is the seal. You don't want this to leak. You'll damage the window or the glass itself. You'll damage the seal if it gets in contact with too much water. And of course your house too. Okay. So this needs to be sealed up good. Get any dust away there. Bang it down. Bottom. New nail in here. And the same on this side. And there you have it. That's all there is to it. All we have to do now is call the customer and he can come pick it up. He can paint a little here if he has to, but like you see, it didn't leave a lot of marks. So this is ready to just call the customer and have him pick it up. If you have any questions or anything you'd like to know, or suggestions for a new video, or something you need clarification on, just comment down below and I'll do my best to clarify. All right, thank you.